going on? Happy Sunday, everybody. Going live. Second show. Can you believe this? Oh my gosh. Well, thank you everybody for showing up today. I appreciate it very much. I have a lot to go over today. The studio. Okay, so I think I got my streaming down. I got a new mic. I'll give you guys a little preview one more time. Last week was my first live show in the studio. Kind of got a few things worked out. A little bit better lighting, a little bit better mic. It's not in my way. You know me and the Dutch bro thing. Wet my whistle. Anyway, hey, welcome. It's today is Chef's Day. You know, me being a chef and all, I had to do this one because it's my pride and joy of my life, and I just wanted to share that with you guys today. So I put a few videos together, and I'll make sure that I get those out here in a little bit. And then I also have an announcement to make in a little bit, which I'm really excited about because it's that cruise life that's coming back soon. Can you guys hear me okay? I hope so. It's a new mic, so it's, you know, hopefully it's a lot better than last week. It's not in my way. I can type. That was a mess. Anyway, let's say hello to some people. Oh, Blaine. Hello, Mr. Blaine. What's going on out there? Love your show, by the way. And hi, let's see. Oh, the Taylor Show. What's going on? Hello, Adventures to David and Aaron. How are you? Nice of you to join. How's the, let's see what else we got here. The Tyler Show. How are you? If I have already repeated myself, it's because that's what I've got in my chat room. And let's see what we got. Simone, hi, how are you? Yes. Wish you can go. Oh, don't tell nobody. I haven't told anybody. Well, somebody in the chat room already knows where I'm going. Anyway. All right, so let's do the cam. Let's show that off. Let's see it now. Those of you that have not seen the back end, hello. This is the other GoPro. I got another camera going over here. You see the road. Mic is up here. I got the other trinkets up yesterday. Kind of cool. And let's see what else we got. Oh, my lanyard I put up there. And then the frames came, but I just haven't had a chance to put them together yet. So let me get back over to the other one. Let's see if we can make that happen. There we go. All right, cool. So today's topic, Chef's Table. I brought an old menu. This was actually from Chef Santosh when we went on the Dream. And this is from 2017. But what's really cool, and I wanted to share with you, I don't know if you know this or not, but if you ever do the Chef's Table, and you do a lot, you know, once you make your reservation, they know your name and everything. What I really think is cool is that they actually print your name. This is actually Cheryl's. But they print your name at the top, and then they welcome you to the chef's table. You know, and who the chef was, and of course it was Chef Santos. So, by the way, hi, Chef. How are you? I'm glad that you're able to watch this. Can't wait to see you in October. Gosh, I can't believe that. It's just going to be here around the corner. We're going to get to see you again, finally. So, anyways. Thank you very much for watching today. I appreciate everybody that's out there in the live feed. Looks like somebody. Thank you. Thanks, Simone. Thank you very much for the studio. It took about 3 weeks to build. I'm still waiting on one more cable so I can move the mic over here. It's a little bit easier and out of the distraction of my eye. But back to Chef's Table. The reason why I wanted to share this is I don't really see a lot of content out there other than, you know, a few vlogs. But I did, let's see, I've done it on Princess, and I've done it on Royal Caribbean, and Carnival. And several times on each one, and I think right now my favorite has to be Carnival. They just really have done a great job from the start to finish, and I'll kind of show you what that means throughout the half hour here. What's really unique about them, and I'm hoping they're able to keep it this way when we go back to cruising because of how they do the whole thing. From the start to the finish, it's top notch. And I think John at the ship show, he did this on one of his vlogs a couple weeks ago. And I had already thought of this prior, but it's the same menu, and he even has said it was the best he's ever been on. And I totally agree. It really is. They've gone way, way over the top. They've gotten really creative. So let me just give you one of the very first clips I put together. This one in particular is a good setting for how it's introduced and what you really get yourself into. So I put a little music in the background. I'm not going to really talk too much through these because I want you to get the idea. And then I'll open up the chat room. And if you have any questions, because there might be some questions in this. If you guys are thinking about doing Chef's Table on your next cruise, I think by the time you're done watching this, you're going to probably say, no duh, do it. It's worth $110 after tip per person, I guarantee you. And people are thinking, $110, come on now. You go to a really nice steakhouse, you're not even going to get this experience. So here you go, first one. Here you go.
Hello, good evening. Yes, ma'am.
I want to make the change to last name. Justin.
So basically, what you do is you walk into the kitchen, the maitre d', they walk you into your own little area, and that's the table where the chef actually presents to you the menu itself and kind of gives you a mouche-bouche, and they really kind of set the tone by popping some really good champagne. And by the way, it's endless. You can have as much as you want or as little as you want. And our kids, they were offered either, my son was offered champagne or the non-alcoholic cider. My daughter had that throughout the entire experience, which was cool because they don't think of anything else. And what else is really, really unique about Carnival and how well they think things through is if you have an allergy, and my daughter is gluten-free, so if you have an allergy and you know it ahead of time, you can let them know, and they will make the same items as close as possible to what you're already eating, which to me, that's a big deal, especially if that was a deal breaker. I don't know if I want to do something like that because I'm gluten-free. No. And my daughter said it was the best meal she has ever had, and they didn't skip one thing. Every single ingredient that we had, every single item on our menu that we ate, we were able to have the exact same thing she had, vice versa, which was really, really cool. Because if you go to a restaurant, that doesn't happen. Okay, I don't care what restaurant you go to. I'm sorry, it's either gluten-free or it's not. You know, if you have a peanut allergy, they make your meal aside and they do it specifically for you. And to me, that's just another level of service that you can't find anywhere. So to me, that's phenomenal. And I hope you guys enjoy that part of this. Let's see. Let's see. Who do I have? Who do I have in there? I haven't said hello to. Hi, Chris. How are you? Nice to see you. Let's see. Anybody else? Chris. Well, thank you, Chris. Oh, I have an echo. Thank you. Okay, I don't know what to do. Let's see. What can I do? Let's see. New mic too. Darn it. I could switch. I'm gonna take this one off. How's that? Did that fix it? Let me know. I'm gonna switch over to the next video. Slide. Here it goes. We're gonna put it on there. All right, let me switch over this mic. Can you hear me? Hopefully that helps the mic. If not, I'll try to keep it calm. There's nothing I can do when I'm live. I call that a technical issue. Anyway, so as you see, the chef gets really involved in what's going on, and he gives you all the ingredients, the names of the foods, the names of each ingredient that he's presenting to you, and it's very classy. And as you can see, they have a lot of interactive pieces to it, you know, like the pillow that you saw floating over the magnet, and then you float your mouche bouche or your very first bite. That's called the first bite by a chef. And it just sits on the pillow before you eat it. That's really cool. And then the little squeeze bottle for the liquid for it was a mushroom in a liquid form that you sprayed inside your cup that just enhanced the flavor of the mushroom soup that you tried out of the cup, which to me, it's just those little enhancements that just take it to another level, and just to have that experience is unbelievable. So, you know, again, this is about a unique experience, and as you can already tell for what you're paying, you're just, you know, the champagne that is flowing, the interaction from the chef, all the crews there watching. You get a full, which I don't really show in this, but you get a full tour of the kitchen while it's serving all the thousands of people that are in the dining room. You can watch all your servers. In fact, we ran into our server the night that we were sitting at chef's table, and he's, you know, he says, "Hello, how are you?" And you know, so it's really neat to see the behind the scenes if you haven't done that as well. So I'm going to bring you to the next. We go back to our table and they serve us our first course, but just the presentation of this next video I'm about to show you, to me, just does it right. So let me set that up for you guys. Here we go. See, here we go. Mr. Jeffrey? Yes. So, what do you think of that? To me, just the creative, the display itself just explains everything. And it's all layered in different flavors to just cleanse your palate for each element of the dining experience. You just can't experience it any other way. a few things. It's a foodie event, as you said, Chris. Chris, you brought up a great question in the chat. I read them over while I was in, you guys were doing that. Will they bring it back when they go back to sailing? I hope so. And the number one reason why I think it's the best part of it for me is that the group cruise in October is my very good friend, Chef Santosh, is going to be the chef on the ship while we're sailing. I do know that for sure. And he has gotten back to me to explain that he will be there. And for me, I want one night with my friends who want to go with us on Chef's Table to be able to experience that with Chef again. And for him to be a part of that and for us to be a part of it. If you want to see our first vlog of the, and again, this was a family video, this was not when I started my channel, so you can go back to my old vlogs called The Carnival Dream, and it was 2017, I think it was January or 2018. But anyways, it's The Carnival Dream, it's got my most views, and it's got Chef's Table, and that's Chef Santosh. Now, that was the old venue, but what's cool about it is it's actually done in the kitchen. The newer ships have those dining room settings that, like you saw, that was on the Sunrise. And that's the same setting on the Vista, Horizon, and the Panorama. But some of all the Dream class ships, which is the Breeze, will have the setting inside the dining room is actually set inside the kitchen itself. So I don't know if they're going to change that or not because of sanitation purposes, but I hope not. So great question. Yeah, in fact, I do see it available for reservations. So if you go ahead and do that now, I don't think you have to pay. Somebody told me they started making people pay ahead of time. I don't think that's the case. I think you just still make your reservation by, they send you an email confirmation back from the maitre d' of the ship, and they confirm how many people are coming, any allergies, all those questions are brought out right at the beginning. So if you go online, after you've booked any cruise with Carnival, this is just the standard for all of the ships that have Chef's Table. They always have a link, and it's the same, it's under specialty dining, and as you click on the icon, there should be segments. One might be the steakhouse, one might be any of the specialty items or specialty restaurants, and then the very last one generally is Chef's Table, and they try to fill that for every night of the week now. In fact, when we were on, it was the Sunrise. It was every single night, even the first night. So that was an 8-night cruise, and they had it every day, and it was full. So as you can see why. So get in early if you haven't had the opportunity to do it. I know Nurse Nancy, I texted her just before she went on the, I think it was the Vista, and she said to me, "Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I did it." So it sells itself. Yeah. So anyway, the next segment is another course. I thought I'd share that with you as well. Let's go for it. Here you go.
It's not done yet. I know. It's got to be finished first. In the end.
26 to 28 penalty.
Oh, wow.
And it takes 12 minutes to make one room.
Well, that's it.
Listen, all the critiques on board have been prepared by our producer.
Hi, how are you?
have to do is just continue to mix like 30 to 40 seconds. You get the dark shining mix from the melting chocolate. Just keep it mixing on. Mixing time the shining. Maybe you're wondering 1600% how I make this plate. No way. Now we pour in the cup. This is the dining room. This is got ready. Big one. So when we baking time also we put a little bit water bottom of the tray. Why water? Water only giving entire melting so you get an even temperature. And then cold crust you can see on top of the melting and center you put the spoon, you get the real melting. For this.
Hello, sir. How are you? Oh, now this looks interesting. Oh, I've had something similar.
I wish I could make a dollar bill turn into 100. Yeah, that was the other thing. Is that they brought in a magician in the middle of the whole thing, and he did like a 25-minute thing. Really cool. I mean, that was just one of many tricks. I didn't want to show all of them, but you know, the deal is it's entertainment too. The whole event lasts about 3 hours. Maybe a little longer, sometimes a little bit less. It just depends on how interactive the guests are. I mean, our table was just really alive, and they had so many great questions about the food, and then they got to know each other, and then we did it at the beginning. We actually were assigned at the beginning of the cruise, so during the rest of the cruise, we kept running into them and having conversations about the experience, which, you know, to me, it's the same stuff. It's all about the experience, right? So, you know, if you have any questions about Chef's Table, hopefully this is answering those, because it just showed it. You know, the chef, when we go back into the kitchen, okay, and we made from scratch the their famous chocolate melting cake. Can I even talk? Chocolate melting cake. And, you know, then at the end, in dessert's the last section of this video series, but at the very end they give you a photo of everybody together and the recipe for the chocolate melting cake. And it's on a nice card that you can put in your index in your kitchen and start making it yourself at home. Which to me, hello. I see, hello, Papa Mozo. Nice to have you aboard. Appreciate you coming in. We just missed some of the videos. Sorry, buddy. It was Chef's Table. I do have one left, and we're going to show that in just a minute, but hold tight. So I'm going to take a little moment to talk about my announcement, I guess is the right word, yeah? So, gosh, I've been itching. Cruise time, cruise talk. Everybody's talking about getting going here. So, yep, it's happening. I booked. So, it's not too far away either, actually. So I went ahead and I did a last minute booking yesterday or I take that back, Friday, for the Carnival Freedom out of Galveston, Texas. So, yes, I am going cruising. August 16th out of Galveston. I've never been out of Galveston. It's actually pretty cool because my brother lives in Austin, and if things are good, there's a good chance I might go say hi to my brother after the cruise. I did do a couple extra days after, but I've never gone out of Galveston. I've been out of Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Los Angeles, Seattle, Vancouver, Orlando, which is Cape Canaveral. Gosh, I feel like 100 others. But I've never gone out of Texas. Now, I do know that it's a little different going out of Texas, especially if you get the Cheers program. A lot of people don't know this, so I just wanted to make sure that people do know, is if you do go out of Galveston, or, out of Texas in any way, if you get the Cheers package, guess what? You don't get to do that until you're out at sea the next day, unfortunately. So if you didn't know there, try to book Chef's Table. They want you to pay now. Oh, yeah? Well, I'll tell you what. Do it. Book it. I promise you, Papa Mozo, you would not be disappointed. And, oh, wow. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Chris. Excuse me. I don't have my reading glasses on. Some of you know me, and I wear these. I hate them. I can't. I hate glasses. And so I saw Papa Mozo on top, and Chris, to answer your question, you know what? It's worth every penny. I promise you, if you spend that change there, you'll be fine. You won't be disappointed. So, good 2 people with the gratuity. That's what we paid on the Sunrise. So that includes. Now remember, that includes wine pairing. So we had 2 different types of wine, a bottle of champagne, or 2 or 3 before amongst the group. But they don't ever let your glass go dry. So you figure 1 glass of wine's around $10, right? So with the gratuity, $10.50, $11.50, somewhere in there. So that's included in your total with your wage or your fee, and then all the food too. So and all those chefs are serving you. So for me, that's still really reasonable. To go to a really nice steakhouse in, Ruth's or any of those brands out there, you're going to pay that kind of money. I guarantee it, and that doesn't include any or zero wine. So enjoy that experience. Go for it. Midlife Crazy Hi. Oh my gosh! Thank you for joining. I appreciate that very much. Be watching you guys later today. Let's see what else we got here. Midlife Crazy, and we got, oh, cool. Hey, Papa Mozo. I'm actually from Portland area. I'm in the suburb of Portland, Oregon, and that's Sherwood. I live in the city of Sherwood. It's a nice community. Actually, a couple years ago, voted top 5 places to live in America. It's true. 2 blocks from my house, I have a walking trail that just turns into woods, which to me, that's what I love is nature. I love cruising, and I love to be in the nature. So, yeah. Yes, it is beautiful. Thank you, Papa Mozo. Let's see. Any questions before I go into that segment? The next one, I believe, is dessert, which is really amazing as well. But all right, let's do it then. I'm going to bring you in right now. Let's see what we got here. No, Mary Ellen, let me just say that, no, it's a set menu. good question. She's asking, is it a set menu or do you order off the menu? So this is a copy of the menu here, and I'll bring it up to you, maybe you can see it. This is the one that was on the Dream. Yeah, there you go. All right, so, and this is all the courses. And as you can see back then, that was Chef Santosh. That was my buddy. Dream 2017, yeah. So that was from 2017. The new menu, which you were just watching a few minutes ago, is still over the top. This one was amazing as well. Let's see what else we got here. Yes, so yes, Chris, it's a set menu. Now, what I said earlier about specialty diets and all that, watch the repeat. It was about 3 or 4 minutes. I went over all the details on that as well, because it's really informative. My daughter, she's sitting on the right of me. On this next segment, if you watch her, what she's getting on her plate is exactly the same as what I'm getting on mine, except it's gluten-free. And they make every single item that is on the menu just gluten-free. That to me, that's amazing. So thank you for asking those questions. All right, let's go into the next one.
Pour the cheese block on the wheel and enjoy the view.
That because I did want to share with you a couple of questions in the chat room. Again, everything, peanut allergies to gluten-free, a lot of these items that you saw will be made specifically to your dietary needs. They just make alternatives when it comes to, and being a chef, I understand how that works. There are substituted ingredients, so it is safe, and they do make the food separately so that it is something that you can enjoy. So to me, that's why I'm talking about it. When I took Alice and I said, Allie, do me a favor, just go in with an open mind. I know for sure that it's safe and it is not going to be an experience. They go out of their way to making sure that those ingredients are separated from all the other ingredients, and they made a big deal out of that when they made the reservation in the first place. Oh, gluten-free, absolutely. And they took it to the next level with that. So thank you for asking those questions, because they are so important nowadays, especially those that are gluten-free. There are so many people. Anyways, the last bit was just our photograph with the chefs, and I don't want to have to show that over again. But thank you very much for joining my feed. That was all I had for the chef's table today. My next week's video will be regarding, let's see, I'm going to do it in 2 ways. I'm going to start with my live feed at 2 o'clock, and then at 2:30 it's going to switch into the series number 5 of our Imagination Cruise. That's the day that we do embarkation on our back-to-back. We did a back-to-back cruise in March, and what was unique about that is that it was almost, the cruise was almost canceled, and so we were lucky. We actually got to go one more segment, and that was the last sailing before we went into quarantine. So that was kind of fun, but I've never been on a ship that only had 30% of the people aboard. Blew my mind. So I will be showing that off on my next series. I'll be working on that blog this week, and I'll be putting that together. And then I'll be segmenting my live show with that. October, and every week I'll be doing very similar segments, just like this, where I bring in experiences and share those experiences with you. Some people have asked me how many times I've been on cruises, so a lot of people that are in my Facebook group and my personal Facebook, they ask me all the time about cruises, and watching everybody out there that does this, I said, why not? Let's give it a whirl. And it's working out for me because it gives me an extra hobby that I enjoy doing. So, no more videos maintaining such, I hope I'm still there. I just got a big error on my screen. Hopefully you guys still see me. If you don't, am I still, can anybody text me or let me know? Say I'm on, because I got a big error. Hopefully I'm okay. Okay, well, that's it really today. I wanted to just open the chef's table. Thank you again. Again, Jeffrey's Cruises. If you liked what you saw today, please subscribe if you're not a member of my group. Also, if you like the content, please thumbs up. Those matter. Those matter a lot, actually. The stats that are out there on YouTube, those are very important. It needs to have that little thumbs up. Please do. And if you really care, share. I know that's yours, Griffin and Alyssa. I'm not trying to steal that from you guys. That was really clever, by the way. Well, thank you very much again for coming. I appreciate it very much, and we'll see you guys next Sunday. Now, if you have not, I'm just doing this because I like them a lot. If you have not, if you haven't, which is, were we born yesterday? No, anyways. If you have not been on Midlife Crazies live show, they do an amazing job. That couple, they're charming. They're from my native state, and they definitely love cruising. So if you have a chance to go over and see their live feed, it's on at, I think, 3:30 now. They changed their time from 4 to 3:30 because they don't want to go into D&J. So good job, you guys. You guys are doing amazing. I hope you have a very successful show today, and I'll see you guys all next week. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.